everyone, I am, you can tell by the red bus, I am in London. I was on the train in sunny Devon, and then literally as the train was going further and further along, it was almost as if the sun was fading, and it's now freezing. And on the train, so opposite me, was this beautiful spaniel of some kind called Daisy. She gave me some sort of sunshine and she made me really happy. But I'm here now, I'm in Kensington, literally outside the Design Museum, because I'm going to the Amy Winehouse exhibition. And I was like, I'm literally gonna come up to London purely to see this exhibition because I love her. I've got my Amy Winehouse top on, ready to rumble. Okay, it is wonky, I apologise, but this is... I really hope someone can take a picture of my Amy Winehouse tattoo next to like a picture of her. That's kind of the goals for today. I don't know how much I can film, but I thought this is a temporary exhibition, so if I can document it for more people to see, the better. Oh, I can see Daisy's hairs on my bag. You can see all of these safety pins because the zip broke and I still haven't fixed it. So I used safety pins instead, and it looks kind of cool. Bit of a safety hazard, funnily enough. But anyway, let's go inside to the museum or exhibition. What's the difference between a museum and an exhibition? I don't really know. Okay, bye. So these are some doodles, some sketches from when she was growing up as a teenager. They're really funny. She writes a lot of poems as well. This is her own collection of CDs. So this was me watching Amy's audition for a contract deal for Island Records back in the early 2000s. And then I'm so happy to have seen the dress that she wore on the Jonathan Ross show. I love that interview, she's so funny in it. These are obviously her guitars. I love the blue one personally. This is Amy's personal jukebox, and along with that is handwritten title cards. These are some of Amy's beloved dresses. She absolutely was an outfit repeater. If she liked something, she would have worn it all the time. And as you're going around the exhibition, they're just continuously playing her performing live, and it was just a really nice ambiance. These are some newspaper clippings from when she just started getting her name out there. Obviously, Amy lived in Camden. She moved there with her best friend Juliet, and she's known as the Queen of Camden. She won multiple Grammys in her lifetime, but in 2008 she won 5, which are the ones that we see here. After Amy's release of Back to Black, that's when she got thrusted into the limelight and was at the peak of her fame, and she was constantly followed by the paparazzi. They were very critical of her. We all know how horrible they were. These are just some examples of that. This is the dress that Amy wore on her last ever public performance in Serbia. I stood and watched this dress for probably 10 minutes. I've watched this performance multiple times on YouTube, and it's really sad to watch. Here are some more of Amy's musical influences. She loved soul and jazz predominantly. This is me just trying to get the headphones on, trying not to cry. This was like a makeshift recording studio. To be honest, it wasn't that exciting. Now, this is my favourite dress ever. I don't know why, but it is. And she wore this in her Tears Dry on Their Own music video. I was very excited until I read that it actually was a replica and not a genuine one. How exciting is it that I could see a pot of genuine eyeliner that she used? This is me smiling with my tattoo and my Fred Perry top. The guy with the iPad is the one who took it. Shout out to that guy. Then this is the outro for the exhibition. After her passing, a lot of high-end designers created a collection in her honour.
When it finishes, you know you'll get over it, and it's just something you have to, something you got to do. Oh, wherever be to you, is the darkness that we knew, and this world where our God loved us known to. The sun goes down, he takes the day, but I am home.
Bye Amy on the stage, beyond the stage even. I have just come out and I need a breather. I was in there for 2 whole solid hours and it was incredible. That was amazing. And at the end there was this immersive projector performance thing and I watched it 3 times. And when I first entered there was like not a queue, like nothing, could just walk through a black robe and then I was in the room. And then after I watched it 3 times, like fully took it in, had a bit of a cry, it actually really made me cry. All of the surround sound, it was just so much. And then I came out and there was a queue. It must have been at least a 5-minute queue or 10-minute queue. And I was glad that I really took in all of the performance. So I'm just kind of chilling now. That was definitely worth the £14.50 because you got to see a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see otherwise. This guy who worked there took a picture for me. He was really sweet. I kept speaking to him. As I entered, I spoke to him, and as I was walking around, he kept like, I think he was just moving around the seats because obviously I think the members of staff there move around the exhibition to make sure no one's causing any disruptions. And because I was in there for so long, wherever I was moving to, he was moving with me. And I asked him to take a picture of me and he did a wonderful job. Kind of bonded with him over that. He was really into Amy Winehouse. So happy. You're looking at a very happy Bonnie right now. I'm so satisfied. Now I'm gonna go to the Amy Winehouse shop. I've given myself a £20 budget to get something from the shop, but to be honest, if I see something that's like £1,000 and I like it, I'm gonna get it. So actually, before I go into the shop, I did bring a little bit of a packed lunch. Proper day out, it's like a school trip. No judgment, but I do have some egg sandwiches here. I love egg sandwiches. I would have them religiously at school, like literally every day. I can tell who's been to the Amy Winehouse exhibition because they're all singing her songs as they're walking past me. If you're interested in getting your own Fred Perry polo top, I got mine on eBay for a tenner. These brand new were like £70. So if you can't afford that, there's loads on eBay. I got the gold mug. I wanted to get everything else, but I'm always possibly moving house and that's always really annoying, so I don't want to have any large pictures. But I really wanted the book as well, the big pink book. So I'm honestly buzzing. When I first arrived in London, I was like, nervous, don't want to get my camera out, but now I'm like full of life, feeling so happy. And I was going to go meet my friend Izzy, but I hadn't spoken to her in so long. We didn't really make a solidified plan. So she's now at the gym, which is completely fair enough. Ooh, look at these houses. Look how pretty those are. Wowza. I'm gonna stop filming and whilst I'm walking because I'm gonna walk into a car. London girl. See you guys later. Bye. This is the mug in action. People always ask me, oh, do you remember when Amy died? Do you remember hearing the news? And I actually don't. I only really started to like Amy Winehouse probably in my late teens, and she died when I was 13. She was in an industry at the time that was very toxic. It was the 2000s that her career went through the roof. So to be a woman in the industry at the time who didn't fit the norm, you just got so much backlash for it, and she never ever changed. And I thought, wow, that must take some backbone and courage just to not even give a shit. Like, she just didn't. And she vocalized that, and she dressed that way. And in interviews, she was never politically correct, which I love. I love people like that. Things that Amy Winehouse has done, I don't always agree with, but no one ever in the world does things that I 100% agree with all the time anyway. She was just a normal London girl, or woman, should I say. She was just so down to earth, and I think that's why I attached to her so much, is because celebrities these days, I think, just say what they think that is right. They look what they think they should look like. They make the music that people think they want to hear. They don't just do what they want to do, which is what Amy did, and she was so popular, and that's one of the reasons why. In Back to Black, one of the lyrics that she wrote was, I died 1,000 times, you go back to her, but I go back to black. And he said to her, why, you know, that none of the women are writing music like that, like, you should make it rhyme. And she turned and looked at him as if to be like, why would I change that lyric? Why would I want to make that rhyme? And now it's like one of the most iconic lyrics that's ever existed, or at least for Amy Winehouse fans. Honestly, I could talk about her for so long, but I just want to round up the video with my favourite songs by her. All of Amy's lyrics are like very poetic, like they could just be poems by themselves. I would say Tears Dry on Their Own is my favourite song, because the lyrics, obviously, I think that goes without saying, to be honest. I love the music video, I love what she wears in it, I love the rhythm of the song, like everything together. This is my favourite song for that reason. So I'm gonna finish my coffee and I'm gonna go to work and tell everyone about my day with Amy Winehouse, because it feels like I spent the day with her, kind of. I feel like I know her so much better now. And I hope you guys liked the video. Bye!